Imagine an alien world. Not millions of light years away, but right here on Earth, hidden beneath the frozen armor of the Antarctic Ocean. Up above, the howling winds sculpt desolate plains of white. But below the ice sheet, a silent, slow-motion ballet of death is unfolding. Welcome to the abyss, where the laws of physics conjure a phenomenon so surreal, it seems lifted from the pages of science fiction. They call it the finger of death. Scientists know it as a Brinicle. A descending, spiraling column of ice that traps and consumes everything in its path. To fully grasp the magnitude of this icy leviathan, we must first look at how the polar ocean breathes. When the brutal winter descends upon the Antarctic continent, the surface of the sea freezes over, forming a vast, impenetrable shield. But ocean water is a complex, chaotic cocktail of H2O and salt. As the seawater crystallizes into solid ice, a fascinating chemical exclusion takes place. The rigid crystalline matrix of the ice simply cannot accommodate the salt molecules. It forcefully expels them. This violent microscopic rejection creates pockets of liquid brine trapped within the ice layer, a hypersaline, ultra-cold fluid that defies freezing even at severe sub-zero temperatures. Because it is saturated with heavy salt, this brine is significantly denser and heavier than the standard seawater circulating beneath the ice sheet. It becomes a dense, toxic nectar of winter, waiting for an escape route. Eventually, the shifting ice cracks. The trapdoor opens. And gravity, the ultimate architect of the universe, takes over. Like a ghost slipping through the ceiling, the superchilled brine begins its descent into the relatively warmer, less salty ocean below. But as this icy fluid sinks, a magnificent and deadly thermodynamic reaction occurs. The brine is so overwhelmingly cold that it instantly freezes the regular seawater it touches. A delicate, hollow tube of ice begins to form around the descending liquid plume. This is the Brinicle taking shape. It grows downward, inch by excruciating inch, a fragile, crystalline stalactite spinning its way toward the seafloor. It is a mesmerizing, almost hypnotic sight, a translucent, glowing membrane of ice pulsing with the dense, cold liquid flowing endlessly through its hollow core. It moves with a terrifying, inexorable patience. Imagine an upside-down frozen tornado, tearing silently through the black waters. If the water is too deep, the Brinicle eventually breaks apart under its own immense weight, or it is swept away by passing ocean currents. But in the shallow coastal shelves of the Antarctic, the finger of death inevitably makes landfall. When the tip of the descending Brinicle touches the seabed, the destruction truly begins. The heavy brine doesn't just stop, it pools and spreads out across the ocean floor, forming an invisible, crawling river of lethal cold. The seafloor here is a bustling, vibrant metropolis of benthic life, starfish, sea urchins, anemones, and tiny crustaceans. These creatures move at the agonizingly slow pace dictated by the deep cold. They cannot outrun the spreading frost. As the crawling web of ice engulfs them, their bodily fluids instantly freeze. They are entombed alive in perfect, crystalline preservation. What was once a thriving ecosystem becomes a sprawling graveyard of frozen stars. Yet, the Brinicle is far more than just a macabre oceanic oddity. It is a profound window into the origins of life and the wider cosmos. Astrobiologists study these icy fingers to understand the mechanics of extraterrestrial oceans. Consider Jupiter's moon Europa, or Saturn's moon Enceladus, alien worlds completely encased in miles of thick ice, with vast, dark liquid oceans churning beneath. Could alien Brinicles be forming right now, deep in the cosmic dark? Could the intense chemical and thermal gradients created by these structures provide the exact microscopic energy required to spark early microbial life? The very same mechanism that brings certain death in the freezing depths of Antarctica might ironically be the engine of genesis on distant, frozen moons. The Brinicle stands as a haunting testament to nature's profound duality. It is a staggering masterpiece of fluid dynamics, a bridge between liquid and solid, between creation and destruction. Hidden miles beneath the ice, where few human eyes will ever look, the finger of death quietly reminds us that our own planet still holds dark, breathtaking secrets, waiting to be pulled from the freezing dark.